So I thought that I was going to do stand-up comedy tonight, but I texted the dude that hosts it, or at least he was hosting it, and he stopped hosting it, probably because every single host of every open mic that's ever existed gets really, really burned out really quick. And I think it's really important to not do stand-up too much, because then you'll get sick of it, and you won't really appreciate it. I think that most people do it not because they want to get better at it, but because they're addicted to it, even though they're not very good. So I don't know, like, how they could possibly receive validation from that, since they're not funny. But maybe they get like one or two laughs and they're like, I'm still good to go. I should continue to pursue this as a career, or whatever I'm doing. I think sometimes it's a hobby. You know, people, I just see them randomly show up, and they always do the same jokes. But, I don't know. People that I see, like, repeatedly show up, and they're still not funny, and they're still, like, saying the same shit, but they haven't tweaked it or sculpted it or anything. Those motherfuckers, it's like you wish they get on an antidepressant and just end it, but, like, they just keep on going. And I know I'm cynical, but I just get really innerved when I feel like people aren't trying because they just don't care, you know? And I guess maybe that speaks more for the culture than it, yeah, it's about motherfucking time. Those brights, turn the fuck off, Jesus. Sorry, I take the Lord's name in vain when I get annoyed with the world, which isn't fair to the Lord. I'm sorry. You know I don't mean that shit. Anyway. I distracted myself by blaspheming. I think that God knows when I mean it and when I don't. God's pretty fucking smart. That's why he's God. And that's why we're fucking dumb for thinking that he's going to get offended because we take his name in vain. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's not good. But, like, if he's God, I think he can handle that shit. And he knows our heart, so he knows whether we really meant it or we were just saying it out of disgust for somebody having their brights on unnecessarily, you know? He gets how stupid the world is, you know? Okay, so I was bitching about comedians that aren't really comedians, but it's more a reflection of what technology and political correctedness and what I would just call, like, the over-industrialization of society. That's what has come into full circle, I would say, like, with human beings not acting like human beings anymore, and, you know, talking about sex, like, it's just, it's so nonchalant, you know? Like, back in the day, like, if you cheated on somebody, that was bad, you know? Like, you not only committed adultery in, like, the biblical sense, but, like, you were thought of as a whore, or, you know, like, a bad boyfriend or a bad girlfriend, you know? Like, now it's just so commonplace to do that, and people, like, don't even think about it. Because if you can just swipe for sex, or you can just click on an ad on Craigslist and go to some fucking sex party or something, you know? It's just so weird. You know, before the internet, like, that was already happening. It's just the internet is exposing how much that happens. That doesn't make the internet bad. I think that it is being used to expose, like, the truth about this shit-ass world. So it's not like, oh, everything's terrible because of the internet. That's not it. never blame the internet. I don't blame the internet, just like I don't blame drugs and alcohol for the fact that people are drunks and drug addicts, you know? I mean, the drugs don't shoot themselves up, you know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. It's stupid for people. It's like nobody wants to take responsibility for their part in any situation, you know? And so they just want to eliminate it altogether. I just don't think that it's possible for society at this point. I don't think that it's possible for people to like lessen their use on the internet or lessen their time on the phone. I think that it's either or. But, you know, I am kind of a stickler, so I feel like I'm a little too extreme for most people. Am I too extreme or are you not extreme?